Hi, hello, welcome to a brand new reading vlog. So this week we are still in lockdown here in South Africa. If you don't know, things are being extended. We have another 2 weeks after this week. So today I have a couple of things I need to do in terms of admin and all of that. I really do want to start on Masters of Sorrow because I haven't actually read this yet and I really do want to get started on it. It is quite a chunker and I really want to make some progress in this. I just wanted to quickly update you. I've done everything that I've needed to do for today in terms of my blog. My blog from last week is scheduled. It's ready to go up, and well, not last week, the week before, from the first week of the Owls. But what I've kind of spent half of the morning doing, considering that I actually had a late start, is I've made this, which is basically the written out schedule of what I need to actually get done for university in the next 3 months. It's actually 2 months because in the third month we have exams. For example, in April, from the 20th to the 1st of May, the first 2 weeks, I have to study the book Heart of Darkness. I'm not entirely sure by who, but it's one of the set works I have to do, and I know I have it, so this week I'm planning on reading it in any case. Hi, what I'm about to do is I'm about to write some part of my essay for Down Second Avenue. I don't really have a specific way of writing essays. I think each essay is dependent. Sometimes I don't read the whole book, so I have to base a lot of my argument on articles. So because of that, it really depends on an essay to essay basis. But I figure because we're all stuck, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are writing the essays for this one in particular, I'm really going to be working with the text a lot more than I'm going to be working with online resources, because there aren't a lot of journals or papers or anything about Down Second Avenue. I don't think it's an academic text that a lot of people gravitate towards. It is just a biography. I have just gotten to 683 words, and I mean, I'm only on I just finished a quotation on page 7. I know they aren't a lot of quotations throughout, but I think for now I'm really happy with the fact that I brought 600 words down. I won't necessarily be using all of them, but I think for now I'm happy to end that off there. Hi, so it's quite late. It's already after 11 as per usual. I don't think I have a normal bedtime anymore in terms of I used to go to bed an hour before this, so around 10:30. I have a bit of an update for you. I have started a Master of Sorrows. This beginning started off really wild, really quickly. I've just finished the prologue though, because I read this just before dinner. I'm only 15 pages in. I know, it's a something. I'm probably gonna read a little bit now. Good morning. Ended up doing the last 3 things on my to-do list for yesterday. So today, that's not true. I did read some of Master of Sorrows. I didn't end up writing the Killer You Know review, which I do need to do for it to go up this evening. I think I'm going to start off my morning though with some reading just to get some progress done in Master of Sorrows, because I started that yesterday and like I'm intrigued, but it is quite a fantasy book, so it was quite heavy last night. And then I'm going to get going with my things. I luckily don't have a lot left to do. Like today I didn't actually plan for a lot, so I have to just do my essay as well today. So I just want to finish that off, maybe even organize it so I can submit it either today or tomorrow. So I thought I'd just pop in again to give you a bit of an update. I've just done an hour of like normal reading. I am just under 100 pages into Master of Sorrows on page 71. I am really enjoying this. I think it's a really great book. It's very rich. I just have so many pages left, so this is kind of what we're looking at for the sticky tabs. The blue, as I mentioned I think earlier, are things that I think are important or scenes that I like, and then the green are things that I find funny, although now I'm regretting it. I should have made it blue, but we'll see how it all goes. So far, like I said, I really am enjoying it. It's definitely a rich world. It's taking a while to get into because, like I said, it took me an hour to get 71 pages in. Hi, so I just wanted to pop in. I'm actually finished with working on my essay for today. I have 1,409 words. Endgame was 1,500, but I am only over halfway with the book now. So I thought I'd quickly update you. So I've read a little bit more of Master of Sorrows and I really am enjoying it. It's kind of reminding me a lot of, in terms of like how it's being set up, it reminds me a lot of the Puppy War, especially because it's such a slow beginning and we're kind of at the training stage with our main character, which is pretty much how the Puppy War is also set up. Our main character, they also goes through a lot of studying. There are some like fast forwards. At this point in time there isn't, but we did have a prologue which was like in the past, and then we had a fast forward and stuff. So I really am enjoying it. I'm going to continue reading with this now. Like I said, I'm 100 pages in, so that's how much I've read. I have a lot to go. I'm only like 20% through with the book now. So I mean, it is going to be a slow journey, but hopefully I can get about 200 pages in tonight. Like that would make me happy. It is taking me a minute or two to get into the writing every time I start, but once you're in it, it's kind of pretty much easier to continue. Hi, so I'm so sorry I haven't updated you at all today. It's mainly just because I'm having a bit of a day. I'm currently just watching some Miraculous, The Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir because I love it. It's a kid's show for sure, but it's fun, it's relaxing, it's everything that I need, and I just started season 2, which I'm so excited for. Hi, so it's been a while since I've updated you, and I have no excuse other than the fact that I've been a little unmotivated, and it's just been one of those couple of days kind of things, and it is what it is. But I've been sitting for a little bit now and I've been reading Master of Sorrows. I'm about 150 pages in, which according to Goodreads is a third of the way. I'm planning on getting to page 200 this evening just so that I can really have a really good chunk. Obviously the best would be to get halfway, as I'd been hoping to get these last couple of days, but I'm happy with page 200. I'm really enjoying it, and every time I put this down and then pick it up again, I can tell how much I enjoy it because it's quite easy to read. In sometimes it's not, I will be honest. Like sometimes when I'm not particularly in the mood, it's a little bit more difficult to read, but that's more to do with me than the actual book. Overall, I'm enjoying it. I'm interested to see where the story is going because we're still kind of setting everything up at the moment. There's a lot of things happening, and so I'm really interested to see when things do start to pick up, which will hopefully be soon. Good morning. I thought I'd just quickly update you on how my reading is going, and so far I'm on page 200 of Master of Sorrows. It's not as far as I wanted to be for sure during this time. But I'm hoping that today I can at least get to 300 pages in of this, and then hopefully this weekend I can finish it off. Today I do have a couple of things I have to do. As per usual, I have to finish an essay. Classes start on Monday, so I want to start working out a schedule. Today I woke up earlier than I usually do because I really need to start going to bed earlier. Going to bed at 12 o'clock is definitely messing me up. I'm doing a little competition in The Sims with my friends, so I might end up doing that for a little bit at some point. I've also been like a bit moody because I'm kind of upset. It's not something worth being upset about because, you know, it is what it is because of the lockdown like South Africa's in. But when last week Thursday I got a Switch, we paid for a Switch basically, and then I was like, oh, I probably won't get it. And then my dad, a couple days later, was like, no, look at this SMS. And then I was like, oh my gosh. And the place where we bought it through was like, no, the government says this is an essential item, so it will still be sent. And then on Tuesday, we got an SMS saying, no, it will only be delivered after lockdown. So, I mean, I'm just a little bit sad about that because I was really looking forward to playing with it. It's obviously not the biggest problem at the moment, but I was just looking forward to having it so that I could kind of get stuff, not get stuff done because I don't think that's how you would use the Animal Crossing, but I could get a little bit of relaxation. I'm gonna get going. I want to get some coffee. As you can see, I'm dead, so coffee needs to happen. Just wanted to show, this is my essay. It's not the full essay because I added a proper introduction, which that wasn't, and then I also had a conclusion, and then I kind of just assigned. It was a lot quicker than what I thought it would be because a lot of what I wrote was actually pretty okay. So this is what I didn't even edit, I just edited the first page and it worked from there. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's like the best essay written, but it's got a lot of words. Hopefully it gets me at least a really okay mark.
So this is my favorite lunch so far that we've been having. It's just like a quesadilla-esque kind of thing with mostly leftovers, but I do like it with cheese, mushrooms, some garlic, and a little bit extra. And then this is just like marinara sauce that I've popped into there because we don't have anything else. But this is lunch.
So Jade is doing a 24-hour readathon tonight. I am going to participate. The book that I'll be focusing on is Master of Sorrows because I really like to finish it. That's how much I've got left. It's about 300 and something pages. I'm gonna read a bit now to get things going. He's so mad because I said he can't have popcorn. But I have all my snacks ready. So this is popcorn, and then I've just put some fizzes in, some druivosh because classic Afrikaans, and then some water because healthiness. And that's my book. But for now, I'm gonna be watching Outlander. It is currently midnight, and I've just gone and made myself some coffee. I'm half debating taking like a nap. But if I was gonna take a nap, I should have taken one earlier. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be powering through. Before this whole thing started, I was such big talk, but now I'm so tired, I just want to sleep. I did manage to get a little bit further in. I'm 356 pages in, which means that I have 220 pages left to read, which I'll read a little bit later today. I'm just gonna drink like the last sip of my coffee, and I'm actually just gonna go and pass out in my bed. But what I can say is things have slowed down quite a bit, and we're kind of getting a little bit more to the mile markers and getting the history behind our main character Nev, and kind of seeing where the story might go. Like I mentioned earlier in the vlog, I said that this book is kind of gearing itself up to be at least 5 books long, and I still stand by that, especially when you're looking at the content of this book. We're still kind of getting to know Nev as a character, seeing how he wants to, what kind of person he wants to be in this world. Hi, I did manage to read a bit more of Master of Sorrows this morning. I'm 386 pages into this right now. I have a little under 200 pages left to read. I am planning on reading up until page 400 before I go and have some lunch because I'm starving. Hi, so I have just finished Master of Sorrows, and I don't know how I feel about this. Like, it's pretty good. Once again, I'm gonna keep saying this until the day I die. It's such a big setup book because so much of it is literally setting up for future books. You're getting a lot of world building in this book, you're getting a lot of character development and all of that. But the plot basically just happens at the end. So as a character-driven book, it's quite strong. It is like a really good 5-star book. I cared a lot about people. But as a plot-driven book, like if we're talking about like the writing, we don't want to talk about that. That's fine. It's cool. The plot, a little slow, a little too late for me. I wish there was a little bit more of the main plot in terms of where the story is heading, because most of this book is just kind of Nev going through trials. It's weird because I really enjoyed Nevernight, which was basically a book about trials, but for me, I think a lot of that was also very interesting because it was foreshadowing, and I guess there is foreshadowing in this as well. I don't know. Things are... I don't know how I feel. I think I'm gonna give this book 4 stars. I think it's a great book. I think it's gonna set up the series really, really well. And I think it's strong in that way, but I think if this was just like a normal like trilogy kind of thing, I would be very upset that I just spent like nearly 600 pages of setup for it to be a 3 for it to be a trilogy. I feel like it will be a long series, you know, at least 5 books, but I don't want to assume, which I am basically assuming, saying, but the setup just makes sense for a longer series, you know? I don't know. So 4 stars. It was good. It was great. I really did enjoy myself. It did get a little bit lengthy towards the end. There were some moments where I was like, okay, are we getting somewhere? And then it got like woofed really quickly and I was like, I'm not ready. I even had to stop reading it because I was like, shit is about to hit the fan and I'm not ready. I'm going to be starting Heart of Darkness. It is on my Kindle, which is unfortunate, but it is a pretty short book. Hey, what's up? So I thought I would just give you a little bit of an update. So it is obviously Saturday evening and I can't believe it's Saturday evening. I feel a little like worried. I managed to actually finish most of so early on in the day. I had about like 8 hours left of this readathon and now I'm stuck with 3.5 hours left and I'm only on page 9 of Heart of Darkness. So I don't know how I feel about that. But my aim for the rest of this evening is to finish Heart of Darkness because it looks like it's gonna take me a while just because the writing is really flowery and kind of really thick with descriptions. It's beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous writing. I'm enjoying it thus far, but I'm pretty sure it will get to the point where I'm like, okay, but nobody speaks like this, you know? Hi, so today is Sunday. It's the last day of this vlog. Today is like such a weird but great day. My cat wants to eat my ammo that's just like sitting there. I have plans to be super productive. These plans include finishing Heart of Darkness, which I didn't finish last night. Hi, so I thought I'd quickly update you before I move on with anything. I have finished Heart of Darkness and it's not a bad book. I mean, it's really well written. I really enjoyed some passages. I highlighted quite a few of them because of like how beautiful it was. But overall, the book was just confusing and nonsensical in the sense that I was confused all the time about what was happening. Like 1 minute this guy is dead, but then he's alive, but then he's dead. And I was just like, okay. So the way that the book flowed was really not good at all. And I understand this guy's telling a story, but he went on like several paths that were just so random. But I do plan on reading another book, and that is A Feast of Phantoms. I just figured I would read this now because I do have a blog for it. It's like the one book on my TBR that I have to read at this point, so I figured why not just pick it up now. Hi guys, I just wanted to quickly pop in and do a last clip for this evening. So I did not get a start on any other book today. I just kind of vegged out. That's a lie. I ended up having to make some dinner for my family and I, so I did that. And then my mom and I sat watching Spinning Out, which loving it. We're almost halfway basically. We're on episode 4. It's 10 episodes, so we're 40% through. And it is such a good show. If you haven't watched it yet, you should. It has bipolar representation. It's a figure skating story, which I think is really great. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know how accurate the representation is, but I definitely think that from the reviews that I saw previously when it originally came out, it's quite a good show. As I mentioned, have not started anything, so tomorrow my job, my goals will be to start and finish A Feast of Phantoms because I do have a blog tour for that on Tuesday. Didn't really get done what I wanted to get done today, so that will just fall through until tomorrow, but that's fine. I guess I shall manage. I did manage to get quite like the bigger things done already, so that's fine. But yeah, thank you so much for watching until this point. I hope you're having a great day wherever you may be and whatever time it may be. I hope you guys are staying safe during this time, and I hope to see you in the next vlog.